What happens when a nation forgets its divine purpose and chases after the allure of foreign powers and prosperity? Today we delve into the allegory of Aholah and Aholibah as described in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 23, a narrative that serves as a stark reflection of spiritual adultery and its repercussions. Aholah and Aholibah, two sisters, symbolize the kingdoms of Israel and Judah, respectively. Aholah, the elder sister, represents Samaria, the capital of the northern kingdom of Israel, while Aholibah, the younger, stands for Jerusalem, the capital of the southern kingdom of Judah. These names, though not common, are deeply symbolic. They translate roughly to her own tent and my tent is in her, indicating a deep-seated division, yet an undeniable connection between the two. The prophet Ezekiel uses the metaphor of these two women, who turn to prostitution, to portray the spiritual unfaithfulness of the two kingdoms. The narrative begins with Aholah, who engages in illicit relations with her Assyrian neighbors. Drawn by their military prowess and splendor, she lusts after allies who are portrayed as warriors, decked in blue governors and commanders, all desirable in appearance and dressed in full regalia. Her infidelity is depicted not just as a political alliance, but as a fervent chase after the impressive and the powerful, which ultimately leads to her downfall and subjugation. Aholibah, observing the fate of her sister, does not learn from Aholah's mistakes. Instead, she dives deeper into the abyss of treachery by courting the Babylonians. Her actions are described even more graphically, with Ezekiel painting a vivid picture of her lust for her Babylonian lovers, whose flesh is described as that of donkeys, and whose issue is like that of horses. Such imagery not only serves to shock, but to emphasize the depth of Judah's spiritual betrayal. The consequences for both sisters are severe and tragic. They are not merely abandoned by their lovers, but they face the wrath of these very nations they admired and sought after. Their alliances turn against them, leading to invasion, suffering, and exile. The narrative concludes with a divine judgment that is both a punishment for their actions and a painful process of purification. Ezekiel's allegory is a powerful reminder of the dangers of spiritual adultery, of forsaking a covenant with God for worldly alliances and material gains. It illustrates how such actions can lead to a loss of divine protection and eventual devastation. The moral of the story is clear. Fidelity to one's divine commitments is paramount, and the pursuit of superficial and external power, especially that which contradicts spiritual obligations, leads only to ruin. In summary, the tale of Aholah and Aholibah is a cautionary tale about the perils of infidelity, both spiritual and relational. It warns of the consequences of abandoning divine principles for temporary and often illusory gains. Through this allegory, Ezekiel not only critiques the historical actions of Israel and Judah, but also provides timeless wisdom on the importance of spiritual integrity. As we reflect on this story, it challenges us to consider our own allegiances and the motivations behind them. Are we in any way compromising our higher principles for fleeting benefits? The story of Aholah and Aholibah invites us to reevaluate our priorities and realign our actions with our deeper values and commitments.